Hi everybody, it's Mr. Belsey here, and I made this little video to show you how to start your project about 2D and 3D shapes in the real world. And remember that 2D, the D stands for dimensional, so two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes in the real world. Two-dimensional shapes are those that are flat, and 3D are the ones that are like in real life, that have fuller shapes to them. So when you open up this Google slide, the first thing you need to do is when you open it, you need to go here and make a copy of the entire presentation, and then in here you're going to get rid of the part that says copy, and you're going to go to the end and the title, and you're going to put in by your name. And then you're going to click OK. Next thing you want to do is to look at the template that I've made for you. This very first slide has a picture that I found, but you can delete that and find a different graphic to go in here on your title slide. So find one of your own. On the second slide, I've got 14 different geographic shapes that I would like to use. Most of them are 2D shapes, but some of them, about 6 of them, are three-dimensional shapes. And I want you to draw each of these, and then beside it on each slide, find an example of this in the real world and put it beside it. And the example I created for you is this one. So at the top, you have the title octagon. And you may remember, or maybe you perhaps didn't, but an octagon, like octopus, octo means 8, and an octagon has 8 sides. So it says, please format the example of this slide. So a title, a drawing of an octagon, and then in this case I chose a stop sign as a real-world example of an octagon, and then down here I put a definition of an octagon. An octagon is a geometric shape with 8 sides. So you can find on your own an example of an octagon. You can use a stop sign if you wish, or something else. But what I want to do right now is show you how I drew this octagon. Because drawing geometric shapes by hand, even with a ruler and proper tools, can be a bit of a challenge. But with a Google slide, it's pretty easy. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to go up here where it says Insert. And under the Insert option, one of the things that's going to come up are shapes. And there's arrows and lots of other things, but I'm going to focus on shapes right here. And I can do a circle, different kinds of triangles, a parallelogram, a trapezoid, a diamond, a pentagon. Why don't I actually choose a pentagon, just for now. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to grab that pentagon, and I'm going to put the pentagon here, and I'm going to label it properly, pentagon, P-E-N-T-A-G-O-N, and I'm going to get rid of this thing because we don't need that. That's just there to remind you. And I'm also going to get rid of that stop sign, because what I need to do is I need to find a shape in the real world of a pentagon. So I'm going to go into Google, or whatever tool you like, DuckDuckGo, whatever you'd like, and I'm going to do a search for pentagon, and I'm going to look in Google Images, and there is the actual Pentagon building that is in the United States. It's the head of their defense headquarters. I kind of like, let's see, I kind of like this one for now. And I'm going to go and I'm going to copy that image of the Pentagon, I'm going to go back to my Google slide, and I'm going to paste that beside the drawn pentagon that I did. And I'm going to change this to say that pentagon is a geometric shape with 5 sides. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to explain where that information came from. So I have this slide, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit smaller so I can put more information on it. And I'm going to put pentagon and a colon. I'm going to go back to where I got that information from. And what I want to do now is I want to actually show the exact place where that pentagon image came from. And the way I'm going to do that is as soon as it comes up here, there it is. There's the one that I chose. And I want to click on that. And that will take me to the exact place or the exact website where that came from. And I'm going to grab the address up here, and I'm going to put the reference where it came from in there. And now I have the reference of where the pentagon image came from. I'm going to just go back and check it, make sure one more time. A pentagon. So I drew it using the drawing tools in Google Slides that I showed you. I found a real-life example of the Pentagon building in Washington, D.C., where all the U.S. military headquarters is. And then I have my definition down here. So a pentagon is a geometric shape with 5 sides. And what I'd like to ask you to do is to do the same thing for all 14 of these geometric shapes. And that is your assignment. And then once you have finished that, if you want, you can share it with me if you want me to look it over and give you some feedback before you submit it. And then once it's fixed up and it's in good shape, ready to submit it, I will show you a video about how, starting this week, you can submit your assignment to our Google Classroom. So I hope this helps and makes it a lot easier for you to do your project this week about geometric shapes in the real world. Good luck, everybody.